Coach Ivan here from IR Fitness UK. Today I will show you a leg and shoulder workout that you can do in the gym, for which you will need equipment. You will need a barbell, a squat rack, and a pair of dumbbells. The first superset will be back squats and military presses. Now, it's a leg and shoulder workout, and especially if you want to be time efficient, we want to superset things, right? That would mean that we do the exercises back to back with each other, with no rest in between exercises. And overall, that will really save you time in the long run. However, you have to keep in mind that you will not be able to push to 100% with any of these exercises. So if you back squat 100 kilos, you wouldn't be able to use 100 kilos for that superset, or you shouldn't be able to, because you can hurt yourself. So I would say work with about 60 to 70% of your warm-up maxes in both the military press and the back squat, and hit rep range of anywhere between 5 and 12 reps. So, first exercise, back squat. Most important thing to start with the back squat is for your hands to be symmetrical, okay? You can't beat that. If your bar is whipping to one side, you feel uncomfortable, you will feel unstable. Also, do not ever use a pad, right? The pad makes you feel super unbalanced and you don't know where the bar is, you can actually hurt yourself. Just put your shoulder blades back together and use your traps as a pad. All of you can do it, I know that. Do not use squat pads, period. A thumb away from the beginning of the knurling. The bar has a knurling that begins right here. Most Olympic barbells do. I like to measure a thumb away from it, wrap my thumbs around the bar, then I go underneath the bar, pull my shoulder blades back together, I pick up the bar, then I make a couple of steps forwards in this case. You might make steps back, depends on how you decide to approach the squat rack. From here, our feet are just outside shoulder width apart as usual, toes pointing out slightly as usual. Shoulders are back. From here, we take a deep breath. We hold that breath for a second. We go down while our knees are going out, tracking the toes, hips, and then straight up. Again. Knees out, bum out. When I say bum out, don't think this, right? Your knees and hips go together. Okay, so hips and knees bend together. Try not to half rep things. So a squat is what I'm just showing you right now. You don't want to go down to about here and go back up. Unless you have major restrictions in your hip mobility and ankle mobility, you should be able to go to at least parallel, ideally below parallel, and then go back up. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is a military press. Now the convenience is that you use exactly the same barbell. You might need to deload some of the weight simply because you will naturally squat more than you will military press. Unless you have a major disbalance between your upper body and lower body strength, which we hope you don't. So, for example, if I'm using 100 kilos on the back squat, I'll drop the weight down to about 50 kilos on the military press. So it will be approximately half. Then again, same hand placement for the military press to keep things simple. Big thumb away from the beginning of the knurling. We pick up the bar. So very important, your elbows want to be underneath the barbell. Do not keep your elbows back here. This makes it close to impossible to press any significant weight. Elbows on the bar, chest is up. Your glutes and abs are tight, okay? Glutes, quads, abs. That's your foundation. If you're soft, the military press becomes very difficult to perform safely, right? And you also end up leaning backwards. From here, we take a deep breath. Abs tight, glutes tight, quads tight. We press the bar up and we bring the head through once we're clear. Down. Approximately 1 second on the way up, 2 seconds on the way down. And we bring the bar back. This is the first superset of the workout. This is the second part of the legs and shoulder workout that I am demonstrating for you today. The exercises that we are about to do are called Arnold presses and Bulgarian split squats. Arnold presses are a very effective exercise that targets the entire shoulder, all 3 heads of the deltoid, and it's a very good accessory for almost any sport along with hypertrophy if you're looking to get bigger, if you're looking to get leaner. It doesn't really matter what you're looking to do. Arnold presses are a great accessory to do it. Okay, fuck that. Welcome back. This is the second superset of our leg and shoulder workout today. Exercise number 1 is Arnold presses. Exercise number 2 is Bulgarian split squats. The Arnold presses, they target all 3 heads of the shoulder, and they're a very good accessory exercise for the deltoid muscles. Right, without further ado, you will be using light weights, light to medium weight on this exercise. So don't go crazy heavy. There is no point in going heavy because you start cheating, and that removes the purpose of the exercise. From here, we start with our elbows being nice and high. So elbows are pretty much parallel to the floor, okay? Don't let your elbows collapse down here. So elbows are parallel to the floor. Tense your chest. That's an expert tip right there. Tense your chest and keep your shoulders back. When you're doing this way you will actually engage the pectoral muscles as well. From here, we open up 180 degrees. We press up, down, and close. Focus on your breathing with absolutely every exercise. So I'm taking a breath at the bottom, exhaling at the top. I can feel my shoulders working already. It's very important that when you press, don't press in front of you here, okay? Press behind your ears or in line with your ears. These are the Arnold presses. The second exercise is Bulgarian split squats. Now we can use exactly the same bench with exactly the same setup. Obviously bench will vary from gym to gym and from person to person, but this one is pretty standard bench, and I will use it for Bulgarian split squats as well. Bulgarian split squats are not an easy exercise to perform. However, with enough practice, they become very much achievable, and it's a very beneficial exercise for your glutes, for your quads, and for your mobility as well. Because of the way the exercise is performed, you will actually be able to get to positions that you usually don't really get, and you will challenge your hips in a very different way. They might feel slightly strange in the beginning. The first time you do them, you might want to stop doing them. Don't. Okay, take your time, and initially if you need, use some support. Later on you'll be able to do a body weight, and then finally you're going to add some weight. Today I'm going to show you how they're done with some weights. In this case I'll use the same amount of weight as the Arnold press. In your case you might need to drop the weight slightly, see how it goes. So the back foot is on the bench and the back foot is collapsed, as you can see, so it's upside down. Relax back foot, and the end of the foot there is as close to the edge of the bench as possible, so you can allow the ankle to actually bend. Okay? Front foot, we're aiming at about 90-degree angle between the ankle, knee and hip. Chest is up. From here we go down, we go up. We go up. As you see, I'm focusing on good range of motion, and I'm never straightening this leg completely, never straightening my front leg completely. Okay? Down, straight up. Then we change legs and do exactly the same thing. Rep range on both exercises will be between 5 and 12. I would say for the Bulgarian split squats, keep it anywhere between 8 and 12. Okay? If you have done a heavier first part of the session, make the second part a little bit lighter. That will help you achieve the best result possible, and also will help you prevent injuries, as we know that if we go too heavy on everything, in the end our body will eventually give up. I hope you find this useful, and I hope you enjoy the workout. Let me know how it has gone. Give me your feedback. Drop me a line. I will respond to you. See you next time.